All right, so we'll go ahead and get into. Okay, there we go. We'll get into a little bit of talk that shit. Do you have something prepared? Do you have anything you want to touch on?
Two ways with it.
Okay, how are you?
I know we already spent a lot of time just in general. My original talking shit, when I was like, if I had to have one, is I'm tired of old people. I'm fucking tired of old people, son. Oh my god. I almost don't even want to get into it, but I'm fucking tired of old people.
Shit, nigga. Let's unpack that shit, nigga.
Bro, they're just
said I'm tired of old people.
I think it's my job. I think it's just dealing with old people at my job makes me dislike old people.
Oh, where do you work?
It's tough.
AT&T.
Yeah.
So you got to think
on the phones.
But the thing is that because of my location that I'm at, I'm in Davis.
You sure you're on the phones, right? Are you on the phones?
No, I'm in the store.
Oh, I thought you said you're on the phones.
I'm in the store.
My fault. Okay, he's in the store.
Because I'm in Davis, it's a predominantly like older white. It ain't white, but it's really not. It's a lot of white people, but it's just a predominantly older population. So we deal with a lot of old people, and it's just we've been busy, like, but it's just old people. I'm like, what the fuck, like, and it's just. Yo, one day my coworker was getting tired of it. It was just a lot of old people coming in. She was like, God damn, it's a fucking cemetery in here. Son.
Oh shit.
Son, I lost it.
I took you out. I already
lost it.
Goddamn cemetery.
It's a fucking cemetery in here.
What, are we in a fucking morgue? Damn.
Oh my god. Shout out to my coworker.
Aren't you guys afraid of being sick? Get out of here.
I'm
Go
saying,
home.
like, what are you stay indoors? What's going on?
That shit was hilarious, yo.
Yeah, that's hella funny.
But it's just needy, annoying. Just like, bro,
just the little things.
I could imagine it because literally the other day, my mom, she was like, "Son, I need to go get my phone fixed because my phone's not working. It's not making any sound. It's not like I don't get like." You don't hear my phone ring or anything. I look at it, it's on silent.
Yeah.
And she was going to go to the store, go get help.
And have them turn the volume back on.
I've had it before.
So I can imagine.
I've had
the littlest
I've had the craziest
shit.
things in the world.
Like
I've
what?
had not knowing how to charge a phone. Like my phone died. It doesn't work.
No
anymore.
lie.
It's like, bro,
they got the phone and really didn't know.
They in charge of that motherfucker.
Wow.
I only seen that once.
Sad.
I only seen that once, but it stuck with me.
Of course. What the fuck? Like, you don't know. You just got this phone. You don't know how to charge it. You don't have any grandchildren around. You don't have any regular children around.
You think the battery lasts forever?
That's what, like, what
you
the
think this
fuck?
motherfucker just stay on?
What did you think was? Yeah, what did you think was gonna happen? This ain't no goddamn color TV. This ain't the. You can't just keep it plugged in all the time.
Nigga.
You gotta charge it every now and then. God damn it.
Yeah.
Shit.
There's that. There's the silent thing. There's just like little. My phone has a virus. No, it doesn't. my phone is hacked. It's somebody's. Relax.
Calm down.
Relax.
It's none of
this lady. You know the assistive touch, the little cube that acts like a home button on the iPhone.
The assistive touch.
Yeah. That's what it's called.
On the side of the screen.
Yeah, you know, be like on the side of the screen.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't know this was what it's called. Okay.
Yeah. This lady thought it was a camera.
She said they watching me.
She was like, yo, this is a camera. I was like, no, it's not. I was like, relax, yo. She was like, no, it's a camera. I'm being hacked. My neighbor this, my neighbor. I was like, bro.
My God.
It's like, bro.
They're watching me.
And I went into the settings, turned it off, the shit went away. She was like, oh my God. Turned it back on to show her. Turned it up. She's like, oh, I thought it was a camera. You're a fucking dumbass. Oh no. Okay, last one.
Like, they disappoint me.
Last one. This is not of this is just customers in general. I'm going off. I'm going off on a tangent.
Let it out.
Yeah,
Let it out.
I'm going off.
Let it out.
Son, dude was like, man, something about some iCloud issues, whatever. I don't remember what he had a problem with, but he was just like, someone put an iCloud on my phone. I was like, what? Like I'm not. I can't even comprehend it. Somebody put they iCloud on my phone. I was like, all right, let me see it. What's your name, man? So and so at Gmail. I'm like, I was like, is this your email? He was like, yeah. And I'm like, so you did. So, like, I don't have anything for you right now. Like, I was like,
this is your iCloud.
No, but I told him, I was like, is this your email? He's like, yeah. I was like, this is yours. I was like,
Star meme.
I was like, this is yours.
I
was like, this is yours. He was like, nah, I ain't put that on there. I was like, all right. I was like, what do you want me to do? He was like, can you just sign out of it? Like, can you get it off? It's like, all right, just signed out of it. But I was like, this is your email with your, like, is this your email? Yes, my email.
Oh, you.
Nigga, you did this.
This is your doing.
No,
this is your phone,
okay,
your email, your account.
Last one, going back to old people.
He's gonna bring it
This
home.
motherfucker. I had to explain the situation. I don't want to go into depth, but pretty much what it was.
Go into depth.
Give me a second. Let me say it, then I'll go back. This lady canceled a line, got charged for the remaining balance on that phone.
Of course.
And I'm telling her, I'm like, this is what happened. Like, I can clearly see this. You canceled the line.
Early termination.
You have to pay off the rest of the phone.
Yeah.
She was like, no, but it's supposed to be free because she had a promotion on there. But I'm like, yeah, you canceled the line with the free phone. You have to pay for this phone. She was like, no, I'm paying off another phone. There's a buy one, get one free. I shouldn't have to pay for two phones. You canceled the line. You have to pay for this phone.
The free phone with it.
I was like, you have to pay for the phone. She was like, no, it's supposed to be free. I was like, you canceled the line.
How many times?
No, but once I realized what it was, I kept my cool. Like, I just kept repeating myself in the same tone. I was like, yeah, I understand. You canceled the line, so they charge you for the phone. No, I don't understand. No, you canceled the line.
Oh my God.
And then her husband standing right there watching the entire time. And then she like looked at him. He was like, I don't know what you don't understand. And she was like, no, her words, dead ass, her words. No, I get what he's saying. I just don't want to accept it. So you're just wasting my time.
Oh my God. You just
I felt the pain.
You brought me back to something that happened in San Diego along the lines of this.
Okay.
And I think this might have to be I'll touch on it real quick. This ain't my talking shit, but I'm gonna talk some shit on this one. I ain't gonna lie. So we were having a conversation. First and foremost, do you believe that everything happens for a reason?
I don't believe in coincidences. I think things do happen
for a reason.
I believe in coincidences. Do I say that correctly? Whatever.
Yeah, you said it right.
I believe in coincidences, and I believe in everything happens for a reason.
Sometimes
shit is a coincidence. It's just like,
but for the most part, the greater good of life, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Do you think so too, Kyla? Just so that we're all in agreement in this room.
Does, yeah.
Okay, so I had one of the lengthiest, pointless.
I don't even want to. I already know where this is going.
Conversations with Daniel and his girlfriend.
Oh gosh.
I just know.
Daniel's in agreement with me.
Yeah.
But she is too. This is the cold part.
Yeah.
Like, you believe this. Okay. So what it was she was like, we were talking about beliefs in general, like, you know, religious beliefs to like, how do you think the world came beliefs, like just beliefs in general. Then somehow got on to like, everything's preordained and everything happens for a reason. She's like, no, I don't think everything happens for a reason. I think everything happens because that's just how it was supposed to happen. I said, so for a reason.
Yeah.
She's like, no, like I kind of believe more in coincidences. Like it's, but some people have their own motivations. Yeah. So things happen for a reason. Because even a coincidence is a reason.
Yeah.
She's like, no, like they just happen because they happen. Okay, listen here. Mm-hmm. Everything happens for a reason. Mm-hmm. Basically, it boiled down to she didn't like the word reason.
Oh.
She didn't want to admit or like give in to saying reason.
Yeah.
Eventually, that's what it got to. And I was like, so you just don't like the word reason. why is that? Like, let's unpack that. I was like, do you feel like it's too cliche? You don't want to use the word reason? Mm-hmm. I had to search the Google definition of the word reason and now know it by heart. I said, listen. Reason, a cause, explanation, or justification as to why an event occurred. Literally, a cause, an explanation, or justification. Everything she was saying we were talking cause and effect at that point. Yeah. I was like, what is this conversation for? We're not even talking about like things that like, you know what I mean? Giving examples as far as we're talking about the word reason. Yeah. She's like, no, I think it's because of other people's motivations. I search at motivation. I search at motivation. A reason or reasons why people do things like... I said, so you just don't like the word reason. This is weird.
I think maybe not subconsciously. I think it does have like I'm not in control of kind of like if things happen for a reason, it's kind of like I'm not in control of what really plays out.
And you're not.
So something's contrling your situation.
I think there's some people that just don't want to believe that.
Admit that. Yeah. But that's the thing, like, because she believed it. Even like basically what you believe, what I believe, you just don't want to say reason. It was the longest pointless conversation I've ever had in my life. Yeah, it was ridiculous. Yeah. Anyway,
bro, you understand
that
the pain.
Just triggered like what your story just triggered my shit. Like, damn, we're literally repeating the same shit. We're going around in circles for the same shit. You clearly understand what I'm saying. Like, let's just
that happens often though at my job. Like.
Well, I can imagine.
Happens often, but there are some people usually like she wasn't aggressive, she wasn't anything. Like she just was like she knew she fucked up, so she was like, oh,
she was just gonna keep riding it out.
There are certain people that just think
that they're
right.
Yeah.
And I have to just keep like in it. Like no, they just think they're right.
I wanted to know like what did she think was gonna change? Even if you are gonna continue riding it out, like what was the end result in your head?
Yeah. No, I think it's one of those situations where it's like you order too much shit at the bar and then you look at your receipt. And then you like turn your head and look like, back at it just to make sure.
Put it in the light. You put it in the light.
Yes. Yes.
This say what it say? Oh shit.
You gotta get your glasses.
Wait a minute. I didn't do this. This wasn't me.
This wasn't me. You start calling up your credit card. I think there's some fraud going on.
That's supposed to be a 6, not a 9.
Back.
It's supposed to be a 6, not a 9.
Push this one over here. Move this. Yeah, no, we're not.
I think you got the periods in the wrong place.
You got this a little out of order.
Your pricing is wrong here.
Yeah, bro. No, yeah, I can understand that whole like being crazy. Yeah.
Customer service in general is just
it's a whole nother realm. I'm glad I'm out that.
But specifically my job, because it's like I have to go into deep explanation. Like I feel like her customer service is like you're just kind of helping.
It's a shoe.
You're picking out. You just tell me what you want, and I go get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a little more simple.
This shit you have to explain a phone.
I have to run credit. I have to all of that. Like. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to really sell, not even
sell,
but I have to really explain. Like I have to explain shit,
the intricacies of why this was billed or charged or blah blah all that.
I know this information, but I have to make sure you know this information. It's a lot. Yeah,
I bet. Well, my talk your shit is really just it's a much lighter note. Right before you guys came, I watched Soul.
Okay,
and when we were talking out there in San Diego, he was saying like Mylan found his second life with this podcast and shit, with DSR and shit. And when he said it, of course, it's like, oh, okay.
Like a little hurt came, like...
No, not a hurt. It was just like I'm just hearing it, I'm taking it in. I'm like, he's right. Yeah, like I found myself again. I'm back to being myself. Like, I'm not in my fucking depressed state of mind when I'm like, you know what I mean? So I'm doing good. But watching this movie, I was waiting on it to make me cry. A lot of people were saying they was crying from it. So I was looking at it like from that standpoint, like, okay, when is it gonna make me cry? But more so, it does have a great message in the fact that live your life as if, you know, this is your only, or if you are given a second chance, live that like it was your first as well. Like go hard. And it really just made that statement resonate a lot more. And I was like, oh shit, like he's right. This is my second coming. And like, all right, for sure. This movie was just confirmation to keep going as hard as I am right now and continue doing what I'm doing with what I'm doing. So that's really my short of talk my shit.
I was gonna say,
shout out to Show.
It's a really cool. It was a really cool thing of what you did of going to San Diego and welcoming in the new year. I don't really want to touch on my new year, but I'll say this about it. I'll say this: where I was on New Year's, being in that place, I was like, oh.
I'm sure that was motivation like a motherfucker. What the hell?
That was
he was in Eddie Murphy's fucking old mansion, bitch. Yeah. I'm sure that motherfucker. This nigga sent me a fucking gallery of photos. I'm sitting there
I sent him the link.
I'm sitting there like, damn, got a in-home gym. I see a pool table, hella rooms, fat ass. Like the hell.
Yeah, it's being in that type. Like I've been in big houses before. Like I've been in big houses. I've never been in a mansion.
Yeah, no.
And
I don't think I
have. Seeing that, because like you're a realtor, right? Like but I understand real estate. Like it's in my blood. Like I understand real estate. So to be in like a $12 million house, and I'm in the backyard, and I'm looking, and I'm like, hold on. There's 2 staircases. This one goes to the master bedroom. That one goes to the rest of the house. Like what the fuck?
Had his own staircase.
The master suite had its own staircase
to the backyard,
and that's
crazy.
And it was the entire size. So like it was the entire size of the kitchen plus like the living room that's in the kitchen. Like it's like I was like,
Jesus Christ,
this is different.
Yeah,
I was like, this is fat. Different.
That's fat. Like you said, I've been in big homes, but like that mansion,
a different
like mini mansion in Alka-Seltzer, that party one time. I feel like that was like a mini mansion. But that probably was the biggest house I had been to at the time. I've been to a few big houses in San Diego, but nothing like that shit.
Yeah, no, I've been to big shit before, but like.
But why don't you want to talk about New Year's Eve, bro?
We'll talk off the podcast. That's why. We'll talk off the podcast. Okay. But like just seeing that, I was like, this is different. And then also it's like you're on the second level, but like you like turn a certain way, and you're like. You could be on a different level. Like, it's fucking weird. Like, you walk through a door, and it just takes you to a different part of the house, and you didn't even fucking know it was there.
Was it just 2 stories? A 2-story
okay, so technically, his like entertainment room,
or
full arcade, full theater, bar,
crazy, a bar
is down a stairwell. So you have to go down. So it's a spiral stairwell. You have to go down.
Eddie Murphy still owns the place.
No, sold a couple years back.
Somebody
sold a couple years back.
Okay.
I knew it was for sale. My dad's office is like 2 minutes. Like, actually, no, his old office is like 2 minutes away from it. But we used to drive. Like, I used to just drive in the area. He'd always tell me, he was like, Eddie Murphy owned a house up here. And then 2015, it was like, I think it was finally listed on the market, like $10 million, $12 million.
How the fuck did you guys end up there?
Yeah,
I don't have the connect. That's all I'm gonna say.
This was your connect. Yeah, you could talk. It'll pick you up.
Okay.
I hope.
My coworker Tori, she invited us.
Okay.
The first time that we went, where it wasn't like a lot of people. They were just like chilling. It was really cool. And I feel like they know because they do a lot of stuff with Sacramento. Like her boyfriend, they do something with Tiger, the Hoff stuff. They do a lot of stuff.
Okay, yeah.
Downtown Sacramento.
For Sacramento.
A lot of, I feel like connects. So one day she was over there and had invited us over to go, and we went. We met people there, and then they hit us up and was like, "Hey, come back for New Year's."
Okay. Yeah. And who all went? It was just you two, or was it you and
Liz, Myra, Julia, Bree.
Oh, whole gang.
Raya, Derek.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little jealous.
It was a few of us.
Just a tad.
But I'll say this, but like, and also like, it also overlooks like the city. Like you just see city lights and everything like that. Like, is it?
I'll show you off the house, the entrance, everything's so nice.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of food too.
And I didn't mean to interrupt.
A lot of
but
food. Was it catered?
There was I think so. I think they just probably ordered food, but like hella food.
Oh, okay.
There's a guest house that I didn't even know was there when we walked in. I didn't even realize it till we're leaving, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck? and I looked it up when I finally saw like the pictures, like the actual pictures on the website and shit. There's like a tennis court like off to the side, like behind the guest house too, that I didn't see. Yeah,
Jesus,
it's different. It is fucking different
for sure.
Like you walk out your room and just stare over
Bay.
your house. It's fucking wild.
There's people there that have money too, so all the cars that pulled up, everything.
Like Lamborghinis, professional boxer was there. Lamborghinis, McLarens, i8s, G-Wagons.
I've been seeing a lot of McLarens lately.
McLarens are
around here.
whack to me.
I love McLarens actually, but I know how expensive they are, and it's just crazy that I'm seeing more of them out here. Like I would see a lot of them in San Diego, of course, because San Diego. But like,
there's money out
see
there.
them out here. Okay.
Yeah.
Sac getting their bread up.
Hey,
Yeah,
for
Sac's
sure.
a growing market for sure.
No doubt.
for sure.
No doubt.
Let's get the fuck out.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna continue that.
But did you want to go into sports now?
I want him to talk his shit.
Talk his shit.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't even talk his shit, Terrin.
Yeah, Terrin.
How rude of you to exclude our guest from talk your shit.
I wasn't excluding him. I just wanted to. After this is done, I want to.
Oh yeah.
Touch on it.
His is gonna lead into.
Well, my talk your shit is sports.
Yeah, his is gonna lead into sports.
I want to say there's two teams I want to talk about real quick.
Okay.
Is it football and basketball?
It's football right now.
Okay.
Philadelphia Eagles
Trash.
and New York Giants.
Trash.
I want to talk real quick. The whole Philly thing about throwing the game at the end, like
True.
I heard about it. I didn't get to watch it or see it, but I heard that, they took Jalen out.
They took Jalen Hurts out.
I was like, wow.
But I don't think it should be that big of a controversy because he was 7 for 20, I think it was 34 total passing yards.
Oh shit.
I think it was 60.
Just-
I think it was 64 yards.
Just dog poop.
Yeah.
Like he couldn't do any. I mean, he
Rushing
had
touchdowns,
2 rushing
though.
touchdowns, but only 34 total rushing yards. So and he got benched like mid
No, he got benched in
in the fourth, right?
No, I think late in the third, like the
could've
ending of the third. I think going into the fourth quarter,
Going-
he yanked
yeah.
They put Suffield in.
Yeah.
So I mean, like from a perspective of okay, let me throw in. Well, at this point, because Carson, I don't think he's suited up. So this would have been the second string. Let me throw in the other guy, see if something happens offensively, because they weren't doing anything offensively. The 2 touchdowns were in the first half.
I highly disagree, but go ahead.
So I'm not saying like obviously
This is what I wanted.
the coach, the players, they probably knew this guy was going to be dog crap. Like why take out Hurts when this guy you see him practice every day, he's not going to help you win.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess from a coach perspective, I could see where he's like, let me just throw it out there, let's see what happens, because nothing was happening.
Yeah. It's like, what's the worst that
What's
can happen?
the worst that could happen?
Yeah.
They were looking like they were going to lose the game anyways.
Yeah.
Now, I do agree Hurts should have stayed in just because, again, you're evaluating Hurts. You're not, this backup isn't anything.
Yeah.
So from that perspective, it doesn't make sense. But this whole like big kind of fiasco that it's kind of gotten and like this hate on the Doug Peterson, like
Yeah.
Doug Peterson's a winning Super Bowl coach, has a winning overall
I
record.
thought Doug got fired too.
No,
They
should.
He's safe.
They
right
should
now.
fire
I
him.
thought he got fired.
But I don't if I'm a Philly fan, I'm looking more towards like general manager to like in terms of like because the team itself they just have no real weapons. So like I mean they have Alshon Jeffrey who has never been healthy since he's been in Philadelphia. They brought back Deshaun Jackson and he's
never
been healthy since he's came back.
I don't know if he's ever played a full 16
Unfortunately,
game
yeah,
season.
I don't know.
Yeah, they have Zach Ertz and he's getting up there in age.
Nah, he's looking for a contract. He
Zach is
fucked this year off. He's looking for a contract.
No, he got fucked this year. I saw a lot of them fucking throws, overthrown, bad throws. Zach is a good tight end. He just needs a better fucking quarterback or a better line because it starts with the line,
The line-
for a
yeah,
better
the
quarterback.
line-
Like
And
Zach Ertz is
Wentz
balling.
Wentz isn't to me. He's not a bad quarterback, but he's built up bad habits playing hero ball because of the lack of weapons. He's had to do
A lot by
things
himself.
and so now they're saying they're hoping they could mend that relationship because I don't think Doug Peterson wants to really move on from Wentz. From my perspective, it doesn't look that way. But that was one thing. And now the Giants, the fact that a lot of Giants players and I think Eli Manning even said
They're all tweeting.
They're all tweeting
Yeah,
like
I saw
upset
that.
because the Eagles ruined their chance at making the playoffs. Like, no, Giants, you ruined your chance by being 6-10. Like you're awful.
That whole NFC East is trash.
It is. It's trash.
The whole. I've never
Trash.
seen such a worse division in my life. That the fucking top seed makes it with 7 wins.
Well, Seattle did it a couple years back,
But
and
that was
another team.
it was and Cam, yeah. But this was just trash.
Yeah, they were actually bad teams.
Yeah, like Seattle was.
Seattle had
they
weapons,
had harder schedules
Yeah,
and like but they battled and fought through to get to the wild card shit. Same shit with Cam.
You beat who
But
you need to beat.
Exactly,
Yeah.
but this shit was literally just a terrible display of football throughout the season.
The fact that Washington has 7 wins is more off of winning their division than it is winning
Exactly.
good teams.
It's just crazy all around. It's fucking wild.
And
Yeah, Giants.
yeah, so Giants don't you have no room to speak Giants because like if you had performed even average, you'd be in the playoffs. But you just sucked all year.
Yeah, they did.
And now you're throwing
They pissed me
a
off.
fit at the last game because
Talking
it's
about
not in your
sportsmanship
hands.
and all that type of shit.
Yeah.
And like
Nah, it's trash.
this isn't good for the league and this is why we hate Philly. Blah, blah, blah. Like
Yeah.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
And I get it. Like if you want to blame losing Saquon beginning of the year, fine. But really, their passing game was the worst in the league. I looked up the numbers. They were the 32nd ranked passing attack.
Damn.
And the rushing attack, you would think losing Saquon it'd be worse than passing. The rushing attack was still ranked 19th without Saquon. So
Yes.
Daniel Jones had 11 touchdowns all year.
That's
just
trash.
awful.
Yeah, that's trash.
I mean, their
only-
offensive line is trash, but
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
it's just
The only highlight from Daniel Jones was his 84-yard run.
My nigga was moving. Yo,
Stumbled over himself.
My nigga was moving
Like,
though.
what the fuck?
He got too excited, started leaning forward. He's like, yeah, no.
Lost his balance and just fucking wipe out.
I think he was gassed by the end of
That
it.
too, yeah. He was just like, "Oh shit, nobody still called me. What the hell?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just running. Oh my god,
He's
fall,
leaning
fall,
way
fall."
too far forward the entire time. Like,
Yeah.
he's just like I'm surprised he even held on for that long. He was moving.
He was.
Yeah.
He was 20 plus miles an hour. That shit was crazy.
Now, anyways, Doug Peterson should be fired. I don't give a fuck. You lost that game. You
I don't
lost
know.
that fucking game.
For me, like there's no football team here, but like if I were to use basketball for example, if a coach came in, brought a championship to the Kings, and brought a championship to Sacramento for the first time, like I feel like that as a fan, I'm like,
We need this guy.
It gives you a little bit of a leash because it's like you've shown me you've proven that you can win.
Yeah.
And especially when I know from a fan perspective that you don't have the tools to win, and they're like, it's kind of like,
Yeah, so it's not your fault.
it's not,
We're not blaming you.
on your fault, even though
all the way.
though you could look at it and like obviously they're not excluded from blame,
No,
they're
for sure.
still
Because you
blame
got
to
like
be made.
niggas like Belichick who runs a system of not trash receivers, but like guys who
Average.
don't need the huge recognition or have the big platform, and they still produce wins.
Yeah, although it's biting Belichick right now, because he had no help.
He has nothing right
But
now.
he's also
they have
he's also
absolutely
the
nothing.
kind of GM there. So
Yeah.
them
He's
not
the
having help
GM.
is his
It's
choice.
your fault.
Yeah.
It's on
Doug
you.
Peterson not having help, he's not the GM. He
he's not.
coaches what he has.
Yeah,
And it's like if you show me you're a proven
they need a
winner,
line.
You drafted Jalen Hurts in the second round.
when you had Carson Wentz as your guy.
Yeah, and hold on. And the thing is, the only reason I'm against I wanted to mix it up on offense is because that third string has been on the team for 4 years.
Yeah, like I said, you would know. Like,
You know what he can do.
that I agree with.
You drafted this rookie in the second round. The game, I think when they pulled him, they were only down by 3 or something like that, right?
I think they were down 6. It could have been
That's
from
your
I don't think
this
the
is
final
your-
score. The final score was when he was.
This
pulled,
is
I
your
think it was.
second round pick, yo. Like, and he's a quarterback. When you just paid a quarterback $1 billion, and then you have a third string who's been on the roster for
by
4
two.
years. Like, no, let this kid, let him figure it out. It's the last game of the season. Figure it out.
I feel like that's
Yeah.
what they did with like Dwayne Haskins. Like they didn't let him really
No.
Dwayne didn't take the
he
game seriously.
He didn't take it.
seriously.
He's at the strip club. He's not.
Okay.
Like, there's a difference.
Yeah, after a loss,
Shannon
he
Sharp,
goes to the strip club, and like that's where his focus is. It's not
I
let me
didn't
go
know
see
all
where
this.
I
Okay.
could work on my game.
Shannon Sharp put it the best way possible. He said, just as a professional athlete, before what he said, you practice hard, you work hard, you can keep a roster spot. He said Chase Daniels couldn't play dead in a Western film, but that nigga's been in the league for like 7 years as a backup. It's on you.
That's
on
funny.
you. You're at the strip club almost every night.
Well, maybe he's not a starting quarterback.
No. You're not studying the play, so there's a lack of knowledge. Like, you're not putting in the work. Like,
I didn't know all this.
Yeah, no. It's pretty.
And not
rough.
only that, but you're the leader. You're supposed to be the leader of the team.
He had a captain's patch.
He had a captain's patch, but he's also putting his players at risk with COVID and stuff.
Yeah.
So
with the
That's it.
it's like
shit. Dumbass.
Yeah,
okay,
dumbass.
so he's a dumbass.
Yeah.
All right, you're a dumbass.
You fucked up. No, you fucked up. It's on you.
Yeah.
What was the funniest thing was like after he got released, all these like post or like pre like draft or post draft interviews came out where he's like they're like, how are you feeling in that you drafted 15? He's like, oh, the league messed up. I'm gonna show them.
I do remember that shit. And now look at you.
Now look at you. Same with Josh.
Free agent.
Same with Josh Rosen.
Fucking
He said the
Josh
same
Rosen.
thing.
Where's he at?
San Francisco. They signed him.
Yes,
They did.
off the practice squad.
Off the practice squad, though, yeah.
Josh Rosen. I didn't even know who the fuck he was.
He
was
went
so
the
solid.
first
with you.
round. He went with.
No, yeah, and I didn't know who
He
he
went
was.
with Josh Allen.
I didn't know who he
went with
was.
Josh Allen. He was from USC, right? Josh Rosen.
I didn't even know. I didn't even know who the
UCLA,
fuck
yeah.
Josh Allen was. To be so solid, but that nigga's balling. I ain't gonna hold you. That nigga.
I
think he was
wasn't
at
sold on
UCLA.
Josh Allen when he was like during the draft. I didn't think he's gonna.
It was
be that
between-
Great, but
it was
he
between-
developed really well.
It was between him. It was between Josh Allen, Carson Wentz, and Josh Rosen. They were all in the same draft class.
There was one more.
No, because Terrin was in that draft class,
Okay.
and it was all about the top 3 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Because Rosen and Allen
But
were at USC and
remember not knowing
UCLA.
anything
Wasn't
about any of
Lamar
them.
in that draft class as well?
Jackson.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Maybe.
No,
I think he was-
I feel like he's
Because it was 4 quarterbacks
for
in the
like 3
top.
years. No, this is his second year. No, this is third year.
Third year.
This is third year, so no, they've been in the league. No, I think
so-
I think he's the next draft class.
I think there was 4 quarterbacks though taken in the top 10 or 15 in that draft class with Josh Rosen, and I think Josh Rosen was the 4th, something like that.
Yeah, I didn't know who the fuck he was, but hey, it is what it is.